Now, Augustine, thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening. Where's my volume? Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. I observe. I observe all protocols. Yeah. Um. Chris Dublin.
Augusta, I greet you.
Mhm.
Dr.
My
CM,
my
good evening, sir.
my prayer. My prayer is whatever it is that kept you away. Whatever it is, I hope is for something good. If not, may that thing never keep you away again. That is what I will say.
Dr. CM, I
This
beg,
time.
before that prayer, we never finish. Oh.
No, I said what kept you away from us. That's what I'm saying. If it's for something good, well, I vote for
Obviously,
it.
obviously.
Otherwise, may that thing never keep you away again from us.
Okay,
Now,
amen.
and this time I'm also happy because we be playing for the same team. Unlike when they did the do election, we are. So this time we we be scoring in the same net. You can, so both of us, either you give me pass, I give you pass. We end up in the same net.
Dr.
Unlike
CM, I beg, may I take
yeah,
10 seconds from your time? Now that you raised
okay,
that issue, okay, those people
yeah,
now that we are supporting say, okay, it doesn't matter the party. Why are they not with Peter
yeah.
Obi now trying to support him in this current party that he is in? So if any of those people have gotten to power, do you tell me now as we they talk so say maybe PDP they power as Peter Obi they struggle for ADC so then whoever the PDP is go come up from PDP can they follow Peter Obi they do the ADC thing. That was why some of us said
And
anywhere Peter Obi put head go now there we go because of a day like this.
anyway, anyway, as the way maybe where you were away things begin change not on the level of here. I mean anyway, wherever you are, you they see what thing they go on for Nigeria. The idea is that P2B should not be on the ballot, but God will never allow that. The man will be on the ballot. Like those who have spoken before, I know the way things are going in Nigeria. The thing is, it can never be possible that only one party will be on the ballot. No, it has never happened. No matter the dictator that is in power, it has never happened. Nigeria is a multi-party democracy. We all know it. At most two, three, four, five, six, and it cannot just be any hand-picked. That's what we are saying. So, what really is baffling, or what some of us, why I sometimes shed tears, is that it is not that maybe somebody who must have led the country for a year, two, three, four, want to continue. You plead your case. But in this Tinubu's own case, is double jeopardy. Why is really the worst since records began is that he's a full-blown civilian, has never been in the armed forces. Full-blown civilian. And to his, the way he credits himself, they fought Nadeko, which is a bulwark against a military regime. And you said you fought Nadeko, you were in exile, you were wanted by Abacha. Today you want to you surpassed Abacha even. You have surpassed Abacha. How why you see when I look at all I just look at you since for the past 3 years no governance. Is politics still tomorrow? That is not why you were elected. By now we could have forgotten about whether you rig yourself into power. It doesn't matter. If you go in, if you like what they say, if you go into an office and you perform very well. No, but people will hardly remember that you didn't write application, that you bypassed the application and the interview. Nobody will be mentioning that anymore. A case in point was 1994. Nigeria was going for World Cup in America. They assembled everybody in Nigeria, did their screening, everything. Said they will go and camp in Holland to acclimatize and do whatever. An old super Green Eagles, is it Green Eagles or Super Eagles? player called Mike Emenalo, who later became either the general something or in Chelsea. Mike Emenalo was studying in America. He went to Holland to go and play football in a lower division. So luckily for him, as he was playing, somebody told him that, do you know that the Super Eagles are camping in Holland, somewhere in Papendal? He said, Super Eagles, they qualified. He said, okay, let me go there. Since Keshi is there, I played with Keshi, I did all these things. He drove in there. Westerhoff saw him. Say, who are you? He started taking. He said, why didn't you come back? He said, I didn't know. I wasn't called up. Because NFA has to call people to come and screen. I mean, to go through screening. He said it was nobody invited him, but he was just in Holland. Only I had. He said, let me come and see if they need anything. I can prepare some Nigerian food in my house and bring to them. The way they do in camp. Now, so he wear jersey. From there to America, straight. And he performed. It was from there that they started, the European club started looking for him. He played for Coventry, I think. So what I'm trying to say in effect is that Tinubu was you see, the disappointment is so staggering and so pitiful. So, there's nothing. You have everything at your beck and call. Why not help Nigeria? You played the worst part of nepotism. In fact, if there is a practical example that nepotism is retrogressive, this is it. When you keep appointing people from your ethnic group, you may be blind to the extent that you may even appoint what they call maybe somebody who is pushing wheelbarrow to come and be a pilot, simply because the person is from you. Because you will be confused. All you want is he speaking my yes, bring him. You push them in. Now look at the way you appointed the Minister for Finance, Minister of State for Finance. I don't know what happened. You bring in Taiwo Yedele. You remove the substantive minister. You push that one up. Everything must always be. You see, this is why. Maybe these things has to happen so that when Peter B gets in, I will be one of the people to say, look, 100 position, 100 ethnic groups. That is why it's my vote. 100 position, 100 appointment, 100 ethnic groups. Let people compete so that let's know who is who. Let's know the person occupying this. So nobody will say I was sidelined. You will be represented. Then show us what you can do. Because it will not be a battle to show. Say, look, I don't want it to be that when I go there, they said I'm an ethnic group, now I no perform. That is the positivity of using sharing posts based on ethnicity. This is the positive side of it. You compete. If that department is leaking, people will say, who is there? A person from there. This one is succeeding, a person from there. This one. So you people will know. Because that is the way it should be. On one hand, you've been able to put everybody, in government, or you give people something to do. On the other hand, you now want to show what you can do. Don't go there and disgrace your ethnic nationality. But look at what Tinubu is doing. Look at what Nigeria has become. When the Tinubu came back from UK, is it up to 2 weeks now or 3 weeks? He went there to go and take a loan. I've never heard that you will borrow money from somebody. The person will supply you what you will use the money to buy. Do you understand that? And then supply you the manpower that will do it. You want to build a house. You go to UBA, United Bank for Africa, say, I need 100 million to build a house. UBA will say, okay, we signed with interest too, hopefully. We will supply you the cement. Now UBA go buy cement from that 100 million. Now we buy cement, buy all the building materials, and even supply you the carpenter, this thing, bring them into your country. So what then are you taking the money for? That is Tinubu's economics. This is not up to, I don't think it's up to a month. I stand to be corrected. He's now proposing for another loan. Of what use is all this? Let's do a bit of analysis. There was petroleum subsidy means that for every, let's say the price of petrol is 100 naira a liter. They say government will subsidize by, let's say, 60 naira. 40 naira will be paid by the consumer. At a time, this was the case. Tinubu now came in and said, no, no more subsidy, which means the entire 100 naira will be paid by the consumer. The 60 that government is contributing, government has taken it back. In other words, you pay the entire 100 naira. So when you pay the entire 100 naira, that 60 naira that government has taken back, where is it? Yet you are borrowing money on top of that. And upon that, we are still exporting our crude oil. Yes, Nigeria is still selling crude oil and gas. So all this money, where is it? Nothing to account. We were here. Chris, you were away when we were discussing that Federal Ministry of Health was given 38 million, 38 million as capital project. So I know people will hear Federal Ministry of Health. I keep emphasizing this. They think that it is federal, that 10-story building or 5 or 4-story building at Abuja is Federal Ministry of Health. Yes, it is. But in practical terms, Federal Ministry of Health means at least 37 federal teaching hospitals, tertiary institutions. All the teaching hospitals in Nigeria are controlled by Federal Ministry of Health. So when you give this 38 million, assuming you are trying to give, because every state must have one federal hospital, either it's a teaching hospital for a federal university or a federal medical center where you do not have a federal university running medicine, having a faculty of medicine. So this is shocking. And then you hear the way they pack billions or millions of dollars to go and be telling the Americans that there is no massacre in Nigeria. There is nothing like terrorism. There is not. How can this government be bereft of sense when America has their embassy in Nigeria? What do you think we are going to tell them in Washington that they won't confirm from their ambassador in Lagos or Abuja? That is what they will tell them. Say, okay, we've had you. So you see, when you see this type of thing, it baffles you. Now said, what really is this government up to? And then this is a man, people are telling us, he will complete 8 years. By the time Tinubu gets to 2027 and beyond, how much will a liter of petrol be costing? How much?
It will
How
be
many people
5,000
will...
5,000 naira now. We'll manage her now.
5,000.
Okay, okay.
We'll manage her.
And the way I always put my, because that's why I say when you come on Niger Watch, whatever we are saying about this thing, you must have had it on the news. But we are sort of brainstorming and bringing different perspectives to open it up so that people may even say, "Oh, I never thought like this." Somebody in Yenegoa may be shouting, "Hey, now wow, see petrol. I never buy and I go," but not knowing that where the person is standing, under it is crude oil. Yes, under that yes, if you dig deep, there's crude oil there. Yet you are looking for it and say it's too expensive. You see, that is the tragedy of a nation. I wish people will just, show a bit of imagination and be able to see beyond their nose. Nigeria is bleeding not because of, or we are suffering not because of we do not have. We have excess. But those that self-appointed leaders, why not have mercy on your people? This is not, we are not talking to God anymore. You, the leader, have mercy on the people. Think less of yourself. Why should Nigeria is supposed to be a country that we be enjoy? They say if you want to enjoy free petrol, come and live in Nigeria. You can buy petrol like water and drive your car. Because we have them nyafu nyafu. Yet what we go through to buy fuel is not what an average Ivorian or Senegalese go through. Yet we have it everywhere. They are even stolen, and you don't care. You don't care. That's why sometimes when I look at all these things, I said, God. Anyway, I still believe that the Almighty God will make it possible. Nigerians have suffered and cried. And they know that P2B is the man that when he goes there, at least this theft will stop. Is he stealing? The theft, it must stop. Whether P2B will now go and say it must be made in Nigerian car, ban all this. I mean, there are a lot of things to do. Money will fool everywhere. There are so many. Why Tinubu just come in and decide to be kleptomaniac, stealing money left, right, and center? It's not even shaming every time you are borrowing. So can't you produce the one you are borrowing? What have you used it for? Nothing to show for it. In a country brimming with talents, all the contract Tinubu is awarded is to Chaguri. No tender, no bidding. Nothing like a federal government advertise for this. Then you see different companies all over the world coming to say, look, if you give us, we do. Everything is just go to Chaguri. A criminal convicted for money laundering in Switzerland, and a criminal charge in America. Yet Tinubu come and gave him GCON, Grand Commander number 2. He could have given him GCFR, the one he's having. GCON, what you reserve for vice presidential candidate, vice president of a country, or maybe another person, I've forgotten. You carried a criminal like that. And they are even, according to what I read, they've reported him that he's a sponsor of terrorism through Hamas, Hezbollah. He is. Tinubu carry every. I mean, sort of these things, because the company that Shaguri is having, the son of Shaguri is on the board. Sheyi Tinubu is also on the board. Confirmed. I mean, how can you be this how can you be this callous and wicked to your own people? Who is benefiting now? To your own people. You can't even use the talent of your country. At your age, you are still backing money that even Sheyi and his great-grandchildren, they can't finish it. Of what use is this? So it's very, very, sometimes you look at it, you shake your head. The thing you're going to give, you promise Nigerians light, let them not vote for you. Now, before they want to rub it in their faces, you decide to remove Aso Rock from national grid. It's like a man who built a house and then fenced it with all those kind of military fence, so that whatever is going on there, it doesn't even know. You have your own just to take care of Aso Rock. What of other people? And you come back, all you are doing is they will vote for you, and people are confusing you. I've never seen a wicked, that is naturally wicked. Tinubu is wicked. I never knew somebody that. I don't think even Buhari is not like this now. Buhari wasn't not to talk of Jonathan or Yaradua or Obasanjo wasn't this bad. Obasanjo wasn't like. Obasanjo assembled brain, and there were results. Tinubu just come there, I don't know. We just stealing money, packing money. What are you doing with all this? What are you going to do with it? Nothing is working, and you just kept quiet. You can't even talk to Nigerians. How many times has Tinubu spoken to Nigerians, except to assemble some APC people he gives money and start to brag? He doesn't even know what is law. ADC conducted their convention. He says it's illegal. Is it you that you know what is the meaning of illegality? It's court that pronounces something illegal. Or if there's a court pronouncement that this thing is not like this, you go against it. Tinubu says it's an illegal. A president of a country. He just talks like somebody who is coming out of a beer parlor after taking some bottles. Start to
Oga did he go to school? Why are you surprised? Did he go to school?
That is the
Why
thing.
are you surprised now?
You see, I believe if you don't know anything now, I mean, if you are humble, somebody can teach you. After teaching you, that's why you go to school. And when you graduate from school, you can't be the same. You cast your mind back before you came in. So you can be taught now. Say this is it, and you are bright. What are you bright? You are the commander-in-chief. You are the number one citizen. Everybody cannot be your enemy. They should be a friend. In governance, you can even tell the opposition, please, I need this man. It's only him that can give us electricity. Come over. I give you the contract. Still be in your party, but go and deliver. People will clap for you. What we want is result. Yet you are still playing politics, criminal politics. Everybody must come and bow for you. You see, even if, oh God. So when you juxtapose this with what P2B is going through from one party, and you are not even ashamed, you go to Labour, you cause confusion. Do you know that Oshomole won an election as ACN. The first time in Edo State, Oshomole was ACN before he changed over to, before they become APC. He won election. Good luck, Jonathan and PDP. Tell the state said they should swear him in. Congratulated him from Abuja before what is the name? Oshomole went to Abuja to go and thank the president. That is leadership. Jonathan is PDP. He's not interested whether PDP dominate the whole of every state in Nigeria. He's not interested. A rival party member. They defeated Oshomole. They removed the PDP. What is the name? They removed the PDP or Saramen Osumbo, who is of the presidential party. But he said no. Swear Oshomole. Since that is what the court said, let him go. That is how to govern a nation. That is how everything. If the whole country every family in Nigeria cannot be a PC. It's only somebody who hasn't got the skill, doesn't know what to do. We think that for me to be president, for me to govern, every 200 million must be members of APC. This thing, they said the way they are clustering against it, this thing, the bubble go burst. Because by the time you open up, everybody should be member of APC. Even criminals go join. You don't know who is even there to undo you. So the leadership of Tinubu is so disgusting. What you read every day, and some people in attempt to feed because of what they will eat. You see a full-blown adult. Somebody you expect that the person should know better. They will even be talking about it. Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. The base president, he has courage of what? A strategy of what is strategy? What is strategy? Strategy simply means this is A, this is B. How you move from A to B, that is strategy. That is called strategic management. If the way you are moving, that's when they will know whether it is legal or illegal, or if whether it's criminally minded before you got there. I say it's a strategy. A strategy economy is failing. Look at the way they are even a general is that so many. Nigeria can never sink below this. The only thing is that Nigeria has come to the nadi. The only thing is that they will now start to move up. That's why it's time. I urge P2B, no matter all the things thrown in your path, just for the sake of Nigerians, those millions, those poor people following you all over Abuja, all over the north, you see them clapping hands. Just because of those people, just because of them, don't give up. You are not coming for you are not coming for the well-off. If you remember those people every day, you say, because of these people, even if it warrants paying the ultimate price, please do. You will never be forgotten. After all, what is life? Every life that is not what you do to life that matter, how many years you spend that matter, but the glory you bring to bear on it. So you see. Anyway, Chris, thank you very much for coming back. I know with you now, the slow assassin. This our channel will be bubbling again. This time we'll be scoring goal in one net, not unlike before. Thank you very much, Niger Watch.
Thank you, Augustine. God bless you, sir.
Just in case you don't forget, me I no forget. My people no feel forget. Now for your era people they die pass. Now for your era petrol price high pass. Now for your era school down to scam. Now for your era insecurity high pass. Now for your era people they cry pass. Now for your era hungry they beat us pass. Now for your era mama they body picking. Die I see why you promise us safety. You promise us good life. You promise us good road. You promise us heaven on earth. But right now we no fit sleep again. Children no fit go school again. Bandit they kidnap children. We go school every day. Kidnappers no they cover their face again. Papa and mama no fear for school fees again. Farmers no fit go farm again. Workers no fit go work again. Mama they body picking they bury. Mama they no even see papa head again. I go put them to your face. I don't care if me and you go get case, cause this matter won't make me crazy. Jagaban, you be failure. Everything about your head and a failure. In our next generation, we rather not have a president than to have a failure. You fail me, my family. You fail my people, you fail on my generation. To fear we pour spit for your face. Nigeria don't turn to zoo because of you.